What is going on, everybody, man? King Recon here. Now, guys, I've been extremely addicted to Yakuza 2, so I told myself, let me take it easy, man. Today's my day off, so I said, let me get some Kingdom in, man. At the very least, for right now, I'll read 508, 509, and 510, and then I'll go ahead, get some other stuff done, come back hopefully later on tonight, and get some more awesome sauce done, because I don't plan on uploading this tonight. I want to get this out by tomorrow morning. So if I actually get like a long bit of chapters to get up in the morning, I think that would be cool. So right now, though, chapters 508, 509, 510, Kingdom Greatness. Let's continue the awesome sauce. The time has come to demonstrate the might of the mountains. Chapter 508, Sword of the Mountain Tribes. Yo, they're shook, man. They're about to leap. Go. Go. Here he comes. Come on, man. I just started reading. Look at this. I mean, he just goes right through them. The same way I would do if I was playing a Kingdom video game. Taking out fodder left and right. Look at this. I mean, he's taking out heads. This is a one-man army right now. Baggio, greatness. Calm down, it's only one man attacking us. Surround him with your shields and crush him. Yo, look at that. And I mean, there is... If he doesn't stand up, if he stays in the position that he's in right now, he can't even see these guys. That's how many shields are around him. And he leaps above them and kicks them. He believes in the art of the dropkick. He smashed through the shields and made their heads get squished in between the shields. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's Baggio for you. Is he doing that all by himself? You already know, 10. You already know. Follow Baggio. We've got a foothold. Keep climbing. Send more leaders this way. Yo, Baggio, greatness, man. Dude, that was so sick. Like, whenever you use those shields, because he must have thought about it. He was like, well, if I attempt to cut it, I could possibly break my sword. So he was just like, screw it, man. And proceeded to use a drop kick to basically, you know, not only destroy the shield, but at the same time, you know, they would all die. Like, what a bunch of idiots. To be like in the middle of like these massive shields. And yeah, it just ends up getting their head squished, man. Come on, bro. Right. We should get going as well, 10. Are you returning to your men? That's right. It's finally time for the Haishin unit's turn. The gate will open any second now. Prepare to charge. Wah! They're coming. We'll stop them here. Don't give these savages even a single inch. Yo, look at this, bro. I mean, yo, the feet to the mouth. Teeth are breaking, man. Cheetah tribe, find the gate control room. Found it. No, they're there. They're there, yo, and you just see them just going absolutely in. I mean, through that chest, heads coming off, man. Is it this thing? It's gotta be it. It's just like the queen said. Clang, clang. Are they opening the gate? Yes, they are. Here they come. Incoming arrows. Charge. General, the gate is already... Look at OUSEN, bro. Look at OUSEN's eye. Moten-sama, to think that a single ladder would lead to the gate falling so swiftly. It's so fast it beggars belief. Yo, believe in Yotanwa 2017, man. She handles business. The cavalry to us. Sweep them with numbers. Lieutenant, these guys, I know. They've really dug in and prepared themselves well for this. If you try to challenge them without giving your all, you might just lose your life. It's actually happening. It's happening. Come down. Remember our training so long. As we followed, we'll be fine. That's you from the next village he's got. Forget everything else. Just remember the squad. Maintain it no matter what happens. Man, yo, look at this guy's over here. The no pullout guy. Come on, bro. And he gets slammed by a shield. Bro, hey, hang on. His head just gets... I mean, clean off, bro. So clean that it goes flying upward. By the heavens. The hell are you three zoning out for? Hoda! I mean, these guys are just getting wrecked right now. Not good, we're all split up. And my spirit's rolled off somewhere. He's young, ain't he? Not like it matters. Hold still, kid. It'll be all over soon. Are you serious? Is this actually happening? Kanto! He is wrecked. No, both of them get wrecked. I'll thank you not to bully our promising little greenhorns. Who is this? Sagat! We've seen this guy before, right? The one with the eye patch. I said he looks like Sagat from some Street Fighter with the eye patch. Infantry Commander Sugan. I want to say I've seen this guy before, but I don't recall. Or perhaps were my expectations too high? How many times did we tell you to stick together? No, it's because Rohei went. I think I've seen this guy before. Don't make excuses. Cocky chumps like you always get carried away on your first battle and to rush to your deaths. Don't think about anything else and just worry about staying alive in this mess. Pull that off and maybe I'll even give you a pat on the head later. In Genta, I'll leave these 3 under your watch. Sujin, let's check up on the others. Yes, sir. Yo, man, look at the size of that glaive, man, and the way it's curved. We could easily just take out anybody. 1,000 man commander Denyu! I remember Denyu. He just took out 1,000 man commander Denyu. It's the Rika cavalry. Thank the heavens. Destroy them, Rika. And now I'm trying. I swear I've heard that Denyu name before. It was probably one that was stated like a couple chapters ago. Listen, man. The way I read this series, sometimes I forget a lot of stuff. They may prove to be a problem. How are you meant to stop that? They're monsters. Don't worry your pretty little heads. Did you forget? Is that Shin? Is that Shin? We've got Shin on our side. And he just cleanly with the glaive just goes right through him. Captain, damn, it's heavy, all right. The respect on Oki's glaive. It's heavy, all right, man. But look at how much it took out with one swing. Look at it. He's swinging Oki's glaive. Come on, next chapter. And there it goes. Look at the size of that thing, dude. I mean, screw Cloud's Buster Sword, man. This thing is top tier. Who is that man? They don't know about my boy. Amazing. So that's the power of General Oki's glaive. And her dueling glaive as one. And look at how many dudes he took out in one swing. 1, 2, 3, 4. One swing clean down the middle. Chapter 509, Inheritor of the Glaive. Let's go. Shin greatness. Listen, just look at Shin go. He's already gotten used to swinging around the General's glaive. Is he for real? He's untouchable. That's it, Shin. Take out every last one of them. What makes you think he's gotten used to it? Oh, those like Kyokai's armor. Ah, Kyokai. Look at my girl, bro. Kyokai. Take a closer look. Wait, what does she mean by that? It means that he's struggling? He comes in, and he swings, and he obliterates that dude. He's going in, nails him. Oh, he's taking too long to swing. I mean, that's you know... When something is that heavy, it's most certainly something that's going to happen. Did he get hit? Excuse me. Yeah, he got nailed. Exactly. It's very manly of him, I'll give him that. He got struck on both ends. Right here and right here. Because the glaive is too heavy and he can't both defend and attack at the same time. But I mean, it makes sense. It's because this glaive is too friggin' heavy. Dear gods. The amount of people have come. Here they go. Oh, look up. There's so many of them. Is that Schumann? Oh, hey, quit sitting on your hands or these guys are going to get all the credit. You kidding me? They already took care of the gate for us. If they clean up the insides too, then I shouldn't have accomplished anything. After me, men. We'll take control of the center and capture the city lord. Then Retsubi will be ours. Oh, hun. What? Retsubi has already fallen? How could that be? It's still only the first day. It hasn't even been half a day since they started. They don't play, man. Real Tanwa? You don't play games? You don't play games. Look, sir, look above the tower. Is that... Yeah. It's that buffoon. It's that buffoon. Oh, man. Retsubi Gateway of Zhao falls to Qin forces. The combined Qin armies enter the city. Let's go my Kanki, man. He's smiling. Waltzing in like this, like we didn't, when we didn't even contribute to anything, makes me feel bad. And it's puts them to need our help. Basa need from the guys got in first that the townspeople already ran away with all their loot ages ago. Seriously? Swiftly see to the heavily wounded, and have everyone in fighting shape gather up where Shin, Kyokai, and Sosui are. Right now? Right now. Isn't the fighting already over? Shouldn't we be celebrating with a party? What are you talking about? From now on is where things will get really busy in Retsubi. That's right, man. They just got in there. Is that a shadow? OUSEN! He's huge! Look at how shook Ten is, man. Looking directly into his eye. The focused eye of OUSEN, man. Look at this right here. Glare. He's just looking from side to side. OUSEN's not letting anything get through him. You know, like he's looking, man. He's making sure he's not missing a single detail. Shidoku, have a good look over the southern district. Yes, sir. Kogaku, give me an accurate measurement of the height and length of the 4 walls. Denkin, I need a detailed breakdown of the city's gates composition. Are you the Haishin unit? Yes, sire. You have done well. We shall handle the rest. You're to stand by and await further orders. Okay, the rest? That's right. The rest. I told you, didn't I? Now is where things get really busy. Because starting from now, we have to protect and keep hold of Retsubi as one of Chin's cities no matter what it takes. And to that end, we have to get a complete understanding of every aspect of this city. We have to discover this city's quirks and gimmicks as soon as possible. Retsubi's quirks? We may have successfully taken Retsubi, but our main target is still the Zao city of Gyo. So long as Retsubi remains ours, it will serve as an airway to allow an attack on Gyo to actually be possible. Lose Retsubi and we can say goodbye to our supply line. If that happens, taking Gyo will be the last of our worries. Sekiba Hills. Located around half a day's march from Retsubi. General, I bring urgent news. Man, I'm forgetting names again, man. I remember this guy because it had a nice chin badge in the scar. Retsubi has fallen. I repeat, Retsubi has fallen to Chin. What did you say? It's already fallen? Just a single day? No matter, we simply need to charge in and reclaim it. But if they're already inside, we don't have the manpower for a siege. It's fine, they're not used to Retsubi yet either. Let us go, General. General Kosun-ryu. All troops halt, and about turn. We will pull back the front line to you do and set up there. General, do you intend to abandon Retsubi? Don't make a fuss. If Retsubi has fallen, then so be it. Regardless, they have still walked right into our trap. What? Concealed in Retsubi right now is a certain stratagem carefully devised by none other than Riboku-sama. Of all the people in the city, the only man that had noticed Riboku's trick that Kosun-ryu had just spoken of was General OUSEN, of course. Of course it had to be OUSEN. At that moment, inside OUSEN's head, so that's how it is, Riboku. He could hear the sound of Shohei-kun's meticulously crafted plan of attack on Gyo crumbling into pieces. Next page, next chapter, let's go. Next go. Chapter 510. Nighttime inside the walls of Retsubi. Even after passing all those grueling trials, we still couldn't do anything at all? All that time we spent training ourselves day in and day out. But once the fighting actually started, we couldn't do a thing. I knew it was going to be our first time, but still, I thought we'd put up a bit more of a fight. You okay, Kon? Hey, don't lump us together with you lot. Me and Koku took 5 guys apiece. Looks like everyone else was all talk after all, eh, Koku-ni? Let me see. Kanto, you want some of this? You really want to die, don't you? Kanto! My boy, behave, bro. Come on, boys, you managed to survive your first day. How about taking it easy? 100 man Commander Shosa. Infantry Commander Sugen. I'm trying to remember up here, man. You know what I mean? Like I'm trying to get my mind in the game here, man. I brought you guys some booze, even if there's 10 man squad command. 10-man squad leader Bihei. 10 man. Let's go, man. The respect on his name. Chapter 510, The Greenhorn's Knight. Come on, man. Flagnards. Okay, strip and do your dance thing. You're jumping way too far ahead. Infantry Commander Sugen, really thank you so much for what you did today. If it weren't for your help, all 3 of us would have died right then. If you've got the breath to say thanks, then hurry and get stronger. All talk, Kanto. Sorry, I told you, Sugen, you should stop being so hard on them. It's not like you were much better during your first battle. Weren't you so scared that you pissed yourself and ended the day without cutting a single enemy? What? Wait, is that true, infantry commander? Is that right, Sugan? Who told you? I was in the squad next to yours. Yeah, it's all true. I was around 17 at the time. I was trying to hold it in, but then we suddenly got ambushed. I was known as Pants Pisser Sugan for a fair bit after that incident. Yo, BH's gonna have a blast with this. Pants Pisser Sugan! That's a knee slapper right there! That's even worse than my first battle. This is the first time I've heard dirt on Sugan. Of course, I later paid a visit to all those men who mocked me, with them to within an inch of their lives. Fair enough. You really are stupid. If even the infantry commander was like that, then it makes me feel a bit better. Then since we kicked ass on the first day, that puts us even above the infantry commander. I'd watch out if I were you. God knows how many times I've seen someone do good on the first day, but then easily croak on the next. It's true, you know. It's true, because then you try to outdo yourself from the first day, like, oh man, you did great on the first day. Try to come back the second day, you could end up being a flop because you're trying to live up to the expectations everybody set on you in the first day. Then does that mean even the captain made a pretty big fool of himself during his first battle? Nah, man. My boy Shin on his first battle went in there like swimwear, man, in every battle he's ever been. Nope, we couldn't be more off the mark there. During Shin's first campaign on Dakan Plains. You remember that, guys? The very first thing he did was single-handedly charge the enemy's formations to cut up a path open for the rest of us. Just from that alone, he probably took out more than 20 Wei soldiers. Right after that, he hopped on a horse and dove headfirst into the enemy masses to save our asses, even destroying an armored warrior chariot that he had never seen before. Finally, during the midst of a charge personally led by Duke Hyo himself, Shin fought and slew one of the Wei's commanders. Can't remember if it was Shuki or Maki. He did all that in his first battle? Yep, that's right, which is why Shin was promoted all the way to 100-man commander from only his first campaign, and that's a shoot. That is a shoot. From foot soldier to 100-man commander in just one battle? That's so incredible. When it comes to that guy's accomplishments, what else can you do but laugh, right? But fight together with him and you'll just keep getting surprised one time after another. To Sugan and I, he may just be a stupid kid that's around 10 years our junior. But when it's on the battlefield, I tell you, there's not a man more badass or more inspiring than Shin. The respect on his name! Yo, this was an awesome chapter, bro. I didn't even finish the chapter, but I love chapters like this, man. I love chapters like this. It's like putting the respect on his name, yo. And you get to see how far Shin has come from the beginning of the series until now, man. It just hits you, bro. Gosh, that was awesome sauce, man. I gotta save this panel right here, yo. That was GOAT. That was extremely GOAT. Let me save this panel right here. Amazing. I love it. Love it, dude. I didn't come here to talk about that sort of stuff. That's true, I know, right? What you said now seriously creeped me out a bit. I got goosebumps from that. Hey, me too, man. But that was a nice thing to share, wasn't it? Oh, that's right. Where are the two brothers? The Archer brothers, that's right. Where are they? That's who the booze is for. I mean, it's on the same level as Shin, but they still did some amazing work for their first battle. Do you mean us, the Tan brothers, you called? Sit down, you pigs. You mean Jin and Tan, the Archer brothers, right? Yeah, that's it, Jin and Tan. I heard that it was thanks to their arrows that the wall fell to us. No, miraculously, it was the big bro Jin that was amazing. The guy didn't let up even when the mountain tribes had gotten onto the wall. I heard he went through the 3 whole quivers. And rumors say that every arrow he let loose killed the Zhao soldier's life. I love how they said that. And rumors say that every arrow he let loose killed the Zhao soldier's life, man. He's already a part of legend in this battle. Seriously, just how many enemies did he take out then? On the other hand, the younger brother didn't land a single shot. I think he then just gave up halfway too. Is that so? Then that definitely is a bit worrying. Yeah, for both of them. Yep. Both of them? So where are those two brothers right now anyway? Really, no one's seen them since Retsubi fell into our hands. Oh man, yo. I mean, you know how depressed, or never that depressed. I mean, probably depressed too. But how down he must be after this, man. It's over time. You need to reflect on your actions. And there he is, man. You know, he's just sitting in his cabin, just processing and trying to, you know, think about what happened today, man. During this first day in this battle. Is this city? What are you doing out here all alone, Jin? Miss Strategist? I'm sorry about today for such a heavy roll on you when it's your first battle. Oh, no, that made me happy, actually. Just once the fighting actually started, everything went differently to what I expected. Like how even now my hand won't stop shaking. I mean, it's their first battle, man. Can you really blame them, guys? Can you really blame them, man? Like, just imagine yourself in that scenario. Especially after everything that they've had to go through in their life, man. Like, I really can't blame them, man. Is it because today was the first time that I pushed myself that hard without letting up? Is it because today was the first time I shot at a living person? It's gotta be a combination of both. I'm sure it's the latter. Sorry, letting a weakling like me join the unit. You must be disappointed. Nah, man. You know, in the Heishin unit, one thing I love about the Heishin unit is it takes everybody's... Shin doesn't look at everybody's weaknesses, man. And even if he does, he accepts their weaknesses for who they are. You know, he tries to look at everybody through their strengths, man, and what they can do to help out the Heishin unit and to further their goals. Same thing with 10, in terms of, like, that's the way they look at it. And that's my favorite thing with the Heishin unit, man, is like they look at everybody and they accept everybody for who they are. Like they know what Jin and Tan have gone through. They know what kind of things that they must have experienced. So they let them on knowing all that, and yet they surpass expectations like tenfold on the first day, man. What are you saying? There's no doubt that the greatest achievement of the Heishin unit today belongs to you, Jin. Facts. Besides, that shaking is better proof than anything that you're Heishin unit, Jin. It's proof of how kind you are, how weak you are, and how you are only going to grow stronger from here on. Let them know, 10. 10's cutting a promo. Everyone in the unit has come this far by crashing into walls, and it was only by getting stronger that they overcame them. Even Shin is no exception to that rule, and neither am I. I was also terrified in the beginning, whether it was having to manipulate the battle to kill my enemies, or sending my own allies to their deaths. That's true, I remember that. It may sound crude, but you do grow used to it as well, at least to some extent. But even then, that fear never goes away completely. But to the Heishin unit, that fear is a good thing, because it's only when you have that sort of weakness that you will be able to know what true strength is. 10, bro! If you were someone who could gleefully cut down other people without batting an eye on your first battle, then you're better off joining Konki's army instead of us. That's why you can trust me when I say that your hand trembling is nothing to be ashamed of, Jin. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. 10 cutting promos all day. Like, something like this just shows how mature and how battle experienced 10 has become. Like, just like she said, you know, all the way from back then up until now. I mean, it's incredible, man. It's beast to me, bro. Like, it's so goat how she went from, you know, what she stated into where she herself was, you know, scared out of her mind between sending her allies to their death or actually being the reason why countless lives were taken. And go from all the way that until now, for her to deliver this speech to Jin, man, I mean, greatness, man. It just shows how much 10 has grown. The shaking still hasn't topped, but I feel like a load's been taken off my back. I see, that's good to hear. Come on, man, next page. Then you should go and find the rest of the men and spend some time with them. I'm sure they'll be able to cheer you up too. Yes, man, but first I need to look for my brother. I was pretty hard on him earlier, but I'm sure he must be feeling down somewhere. A rather proper big brother, huh? Of course, after all, 10 has no one else left. And to me, he's also my one and only precious little brother. Greatness, man. Kingdom! Yo, this is a kingdom level kingdom chapter, man. Like, this chapter has been amazing thus far. This is what I love about Kingdom, man. The characters. The character moments. Seeing how much they've grown, man. Like, I love this stuff. That's right, I was rushing over to General OUSEN to tell him something about the city. What is all this ruckus? What do you mean no one's seen him? What's going on? Is this General OUSEN's HQ? What the heck's going on? That girl is the Heishin strategist. Come on, man, next page, bro. Yotanwa, I see you've come too, Cardio 10. Yes, but what's going on here? I came with a message for the general, but now the HQ is in complete chaos. I also came to meet with the General OUSEN, but it would appear that our Supreme Commander has somehow vanished from Retsui without a trace. What? Oh man, screw leaving it off of 510. Like, I gotta read it more. They got the game messed up. OUSEN? I mean, last time we saw him, he was basically, well, from what he was thinking in his mind, according to the narrator, was that the plan left behind by Shohei-kun had just crumbled to pieces. So, knowing OUSEN, he must have come up with something like on the spot and decided to act on his own without telling anybody. So if that's the case, then where's OUSEN? Come on, man, next page. Urgent news, Retsubi has fallen. I repeat, Retsubi has fallen to Chen. What did you say? So General Kosun Ryu didn't make it in time? Does that mean that he is laying siege to Retsubi right now? No, sir, he has pulled back his troops and set up at Yodo. That is fine, he is simply following my orders. There is no cause for concern, as the city of Retsubi hides a secret of my own devising. A secret? Here it comes. Here's the secret. And if Chin were to make their next move while oblivious to that secret, then this war will be ours to win, guaranteed. Alas, I do not believe that will prove to be the case. I highly doubt he will fail to notice. OUSEN, that is. He's already on the move. He's already on the move, and he didn't tell a single other soul. Of that I have no doubts. But even if he does notice, I believe it will only mean that Chin will be unable to take even one step away from Retsubi. Assuming you were the one in OUSEN's position right now, Roku-sama, what would you do? A very good question. Assuming I were the one in OUSEN's shoes right now, I would say that regardless of the risk it entails, I would still go to take a look at that. And there he is. There's OUSEN, galloping through the night with Chin's fate on the line. Retsubi's trap. Inside Retsubi's walls. What the heck do you mean? The Supreme Commander just up and vanished. We're in the middle of investigating too. Weren't there any messages or something left behind? There was one. Although it was from Mako-sama of the first, who we believe has left together with OUSEN-sama. What do you say? All troops are to hold position in Retsubi for 3 days and await further orders, he said. Huh? Quiet down! 10 is just over here raging, man. Can't you see that we're just as confused as you are? What's the point of our head start on Ruboku if we're just gonna waste 3 days sitting our asses here? I told you already there's no point in yelling at us! Is that really the only thing he said? He was on what? Come on, man. Load the page, bro. I'm sitting here trying to read some goat namasum sauce, man, and there we go. Did he not mention anything concerning the city itself? Going down into OUSEN's HQ, something about the general being gone and no one can find him. Huh, OUSEN's missing? The hell? It's because this city is bad news. Yo, Konki just delivered some Morgan's level panel news, bro. My man said he took the tea like it was a newspaper and stated, it's because this city is bad news. Konki greatness, man. My boy, look at him, he's smiling, he's happy, he's excited. You say something, boss? Nah, yo, Konki's goat, man, that's my boy right there, son. 2 days since OUSEN vanished, during which the Chin army did not set foot outside the city walls even once. Naturally, only the upper echelons were aware of OUSEN's disappearance. The rank and file simply believed this was a rest in preparation for the next march. We see Konki. Oh man, yo, a meeting between goats. Moten, Hanshin, Gotanwa, 10, and now the savage himself, Konki. Looks like everyone's here, Moten. You've got some nerve flying to me, mountain woman. I never said it was just going to be the two of us. The part about having something to discuss was true. What was Konki expecting, man? Have some one-on-one time with Yotanwa? Is that what he wanted, yo? I mean, I don't blame him. Who wouldn't want one-on-one time with Yotanwa? But Konki, yo, take it easy, bro. Leave the note pulling out to other times. Even though, to be honest with you, I'm not even sure if Yotanwa would let. Now, can Konki even handle the greatness of Yotanwa? That's the question. That is the question right here, folks. I don't think he can. I don't think anybody can handle the greatness of Yotanwa, man. That's a shoot. The part about having something to discuss was true. Have a seat, General. We'd like to hear your opinion, too. Shin, what's the general's seat? That's the general's seat. Give it up. Oi, Ohun, budge over. Piss off. I love these guys, man. Yeah, they allow me to skip the formalities and cut straight to the point. This city of Retsubi has been purposefully I can't get a roll one. Purposely constructed in a way that makes it hard to hold. Oh snap. Hold on. Because we're seeing everything right here. We're seeing all their faces. What the heck are you even talking about, Moten? You didn't tell him beforehand? No, I've been busy looking around the city. I'm amazed you didn't notice when you were attacking it. For a gateway to Zhao's heart, it didn't put up much of a fight. It's because the Haishin Union and the mountain tribes were too strong. Don't go talking smack when you just came later. Relax, Shin. I had the same opinion when I saw the Haishin Union and the mountain tribes' actions on that day. But upon entering the city, I got this feeling of something being off. And after 2 days of looking around, that suspicion has become certainty. Whether it's the city walls' awkward height, or the quite frankly messed up pathways, it's clear that this place was built in a way so as to make it hard to defend. And it is my belief that General OUSEN was the first to notice this, which prompted his sudden disappearance. What's that got to do with the Supreme Commander leaving? That question I don't have an answer to. Wait a second, just hang on. There's so much info, I can't keep up. Consider me shocked. This man just keeps talking trash, yo. I mean, why would the Zhao want Retsubi to be hard to defend in the first place? Isn't it meant to be their gateway into the inner regions? So that it's easier for them to reclaim. What do you mean? Think about it. If Retsubi had strong defenses, then in the event it fell into Qin hands, it would become nigh impregnable as far as the Zhao are concerned. So they chose to go with making Retsubi easier to retake, even if it meant leaving it weaker to begin with. Because the moment an enemy force were to move past Retsubi and into the Zhao capital's regions, the Zhao forces hiding in the Taiko mountain range would swoop down southwards and retake Retsubi, plugging up the enemy's one and only exit. With both their escape route and supply chain cut off in a single move, Zhao can slowly surround and choke out the stranded enemies at their leisure. That's what Riboku meant by "this war is as good as over" the moment that he does that. A stratagem far removed from common sense, a defensive strategy that aims to lure in the enemy force using your own capital as the bait so as to destroy them. There's only one man that would come up with something like this. Riboku, yo. Now's not the time to be getting impressed by Riboku. We're the ones who caught them. We're the ones who caught them off guard, so we have an advantage. Isn't there anything we can do to... There's nothing. Haven't you realized it yet? The target of this campaign is Gyo, and the strategy for this all hinges on one absolute requirement: that we maintain a hold on Retsubi and keep our supply chain flowing. And now this elaborate strategy crafted by Shohei-kun is completely fallen apart, all because of Retsubi's newly discovered weakness. What'd you say? Shohei-kun's plan is up in smoke? No, everyone. Well, it's a bit strange to discuss this while I'm sitting in the Supreme Commander's chair. Yeah, that's because, Moten's GOAT, man. He deserves it. Right now, there are 3 possible courses of action available to us. 3 possible actions? That's right. The first is to leave behind more troops in Retsubi than we originally planned and continue our attack on Gyo as usual. Weak though it may be, a city is still a city. So long as there is enough manpower, it's not impossible to hold it. However, whether or not the attack on Gyo will still be successful when we have to leave behind such a large number of troops is another question altogether. That won't work. The whole reason we came with a joint army was because of how many soldiers the attack on Gyo would need. Then what's the second, Moten? The second is to modify and upgrade Retsubi's weak points and transform it into a fort that is capable of withstanding an enemy attack. Modifying the city? Is something like that even possible, Moten? Don't even think about it. How many days do you think something like that would take us? By the time we complete something as time-consuming as that, Riboku will have returned and will be unable to advance even one step past Retsubi. True. In which case it would appear that perhaps our only reasonable choice left is the third and final one. Well, I say that, but I'd imagine everyone here, other than Shin, already knows. Everyone here, other than Shin, already knows what it entails. What is it, Moten? This third choice. We all pack up, turn around, and head home. How are you saying, Moten? If everything so far has gone so well? If Sensei's plan is shot to shreds, then perhaps that really is our only 10! That isn't a war that you can make work just by charging blindly into it. If we were to enter the area around Zhao's capital without a proper plan in mind, then there is a very possibility of all 200,000 people in here never setting foot in Qin soil ever again. Oh, and don't tell me what is it? Would you share with us what you find so amusing, General Kanki? My boy's just smiling, bro. You don't care? Just thinking about how you runts are really showing how young you all are. Yo, that's true, Because Because Yotanwa didn't really say anything. Konki stayed quiet. You know, let the big boy speak, man. Would you mind elaborating on that, General? What makes you think that there isn't a fourth option available? And my boy puts his feet on the table saying, screw your plans. Listen, man. If there's no other option, create one. You know, like me, man, I was taking a test the other day. And I honestly did not know. Well, this was a test like at work. Of course, I wouldn't do this in school, but at work, and I didn't find the answer that I saw. So I wrote in E, circled it, and put in what I thought it was. And that's a shoot. Like, I can't gunky right here, man. I know how you feel, bro. I know how you feel. What makes you think there isn't a fourth option, man? Like, come on, we have multiple minds here. Believe in me, man. Listen, bro, we'll come up with something, man. You know how many things Conky's went through? Conky's a sicko. He will come up with something. Something, man. Instead of waiting to be attacked, we abandon Retsubi altogether. Then we come crashing down on Go with every last soldier we have, taking the city for ourselves before we run out of supplies. Yo! That's far too reckless. That's why I called you guys runts. You still don't get it, do you? The whole reason that guy rushed away in such a hurry was to go and confirm whether or not such an attack would be possible. Yo! OUSEN and Konki greatness! But that's so true, man, what he stated. I mean, even though Moten 10, Shin, and Ohun were bringing up, like, some possibilities, and it's, you know, they've had battle experience, but not like Yotanwa and Konki. Konki came onto the table, man. He was like, guys. Take it easy, bro. We chill. We Gucci, man. We good. Yo, but can you imagine that? They just say, screw Retsubi altogether. We're out. We're in there like swimwear, man. Holy sweet mother of Lagnards. Hold on. Let me check how much battery I have. Screw it. Let's do it. Chapter 512. Let's go. Let's go! 2 days after the joint army of Chin took the city of Retsubi. Or in other words, 2 days since OUSEN first vanished from Retsubi's walls. At long last. General OUSEN's journey has... There he is. Led him to within viewing range of the second largest city in all of Zhao's territories, the city of Gyo. He's there, and now he's going to scout it. He's going to make sure that we can actually do this. The target of the combined armies of Qin on this campaign, encapsulated by these staggeringly huge and sturdy defenses, the most crucial stronghold within the Zhao Royal capital zone. Yo, man, chapter 512, Gyo's true identity. What's with that stupidly huge watchtower? So this is Gyo. You see OUSEN, man. I mean, he's just looking everywhere, son. It's a far cry from the descriptions I've heard of. It would seem the rumors of large-scale renovations under Riboku's orders in recent years was true. I mean, the most foolish of generals could see that this is no simple city. Then the question is, what will the keen eyes of OUSEN-sama be able to glean from this? Yo, it's perfect. It is the perfect city. It will not fall to an attack. Then does that mean our campaign this time was all in vain? OUSEN-sama? Ako, my lord. Bring out the map that shows the region around the capital. A. There exist 8 cities along the path to Go, yes? Not quite, sir. Our scouts report seeing another small town located northwest of Kion. How many lead northwest? Roughly 20. Could he be intending to formulate a strategy right here on the spot? OUSEN doesn't care! OUSEN is right in front of the enemy! I mean, look, the way I look at this is, bro, I mean, I'm putting it into my terms, right? My terms. I'm looking at this is, OUSEN is right now, as if, like, my man Luffy was standing right in front of Marineford HQ, and developing, like, some sort of strategy. Right there in front of it with all of the cameras, all the people watching all around, you know, tight security, everyone's looking at all times. And a fortress of legend. My man OUSEN took out a ginormous map and just starts formulating a plan right here. He said, screw it, man, what are they gonna do? Yo, they can't take me out. Osen's goat! That's lunacy right on the Zhao's doorstep. We came here with only a handful of men to avoid attracting attention too. If we're discovered by Zhao patrols, they'll be able to easily. Who the hell are you lot? And what exactly are you up to over here? Look at him. He cut off his head in an instant. Doesn't look like you're with Gyo's garrison. It's a genuine affiliation. What's wrong? What was that noise? There's more of them. Please hurry, Osen-sama. Ako. I believe they outnumber us 2 to 1. Will that be an issue? Please take as long as you need, my lord. Oh, Osen! There we go. Osen is formulating a strategy. Osen is beyond goat. This man has his feet like this, meditating over the map, eyes closed. There is a battle happening right around him. But he believes in his mates, bro. He believes in the people that he has in his squad. He believes in their abilities, man, that they will protect him and give him the opportunity to do what he needs to do. Osen! Yo, the Osen hype is real. And another 2 days after that, Osen would finally return to Retsubi, where he would immediately call for a gathering of all officers in the city. I'm sure some of you may have noticed already. The plan devised by Shohei-kun has now become impossible due to this city. Hence, the 3 combined armies will hereby advance past Retsubi according to my strategy. We're still going deeper into Zhao's territory? General Osen's strategy. And now, that is to say, from this point on, this war shall become a battle of wits between Ruboku and myself. We will be taking all our rations with us, and we shall not be leaving anyone to guard Retsubi. We march to take Gyo in the name of Chin. The combined armies of Chin finally leave Retsubi behind and take their first steps into Zhao's inner region, leaving not a single man behind. They have chosen to commit their entire manpower on this advance. Zhao Setsu City. I can't see. A small city within the Taiko mountain range, located 2 days' march away from the Outsuyo, the northwest entry to Zhao's capital. Urgent report by bird. They actually came in? He was so right. It was Riboku and Osen just constantly trying to outsmart each other. Why? Why did you choose to set foot inside? Do you mean you've somehow found a way to escape when you inevitably become surrounded? If that's what you truly believe, then you will have made a grave mistake, Osen. Silence! As you all have heard, the forces of Chin have chosen to advance past Retsubi and into the inner Zhao, meaning that one battle that would decide the fates of the states of Zhao and Chin now draws near. A battle that decides the fate of entire states. As mentioned before, Chin's target appears to be Gyo. Were we to actually lose Gyo and have it fall into Chin's hands, and it will be as if Zhou suddenly finds itself with a knife poised at her throat. Zhao, a nation with 170 years of history since it first sprung into being during the partition of Jin, may very well be at risk of being wiped off of the map. The fall of Zhao? However, if on the other hand we are able to annihilate these armies of Qin within our lands, then there's resources that Qin stands to lose in one fell swoop are also colossal. An army numbering 200,000 soldiers, 3 commanders at the level of great general in the form of Osen, Kanki, and Yotanwa, as well as the various talented officers and aides that serve under them. To put it another way, destroying these Qin invaders will also mean the end of Qin King's dreams of unification, as one cannot be accomplished without the other. Yo, through military might, Qin shall conquer the 6 states and unify the realm under a single banner. That was such a goat chapter, man. But of course, the result of this upcoming clash will, without any shred of uncertainty, be the latter outcome, our complete victory. Send a bird with orders from General Kocho in the mountain range to begin his attack on Retsubi. Also dispatch messengers to the various armies on standby within the inner region. We will begin the encirclement strategy immediately. Yes, sir. I'll try to be back in a few hours, man. I'll try to be back in a few hours, bro. It's about to go down. Osen and Riboku. Son, Osen said, screw it. We're in there, man, but I can't get over that panel. OUSEN sat there, eyes closed, meditating over a strategy while his soldiers were going into like sword. He had full faith in his squad. Goat, man. That is what you call a general, bro. That is what you call a great general, son. Holy flagnards. And then chapter 510, with everyone talking about the greatness of Shin, and you get to see like how Shin has grown, and Ten and Jin's conversation. It was greatness right here in these couple of chapters, guys. Greatness, man. I will see you guys hopefully in a little bit. I'll try to be back soon. I'm going to charge the camera, get everything ready and set to hopefully read some more later tonight and have this video up by the morning. I will see you guys then. So far, man, I think I have like a quintuple right now, but by the end, man, who knows where we might be, bro. Who knows, man. I'm on 512. I could end up, who knows, man. We'll see, man. Have an awesome day, guys. Kingdom Greatness. Kingdom Greatness.